And we are live.
I do like hearing his voice too.
I like hearing Steve Jobs' voice too. I just wish it wasn't over. Oh look, Tim Cook's on. Okay, here's what I want to know. They do such a good job of making it so that their host appears to be just like standing in space. How do we do that?
Jesus Christ. Spend lots more money. No, I think it's like a really black screen, isn't it?
Look how perfect the lighting is on the stage.
No, I think I have to like wipe my nose.
That's a little awkward. So hey everybody, I have actually done a pretty good job, I think, of cloistering myself over the last week or two. I have absolutely no idea what they're announcing at the event today. I'm assuming you guys are going to have it on in the background as well. So I actually had to go get an iPad out of inventory to go watch it. But Ed here was super prepared with his iPhone.
iPhone 7 Plus and my AirPods.
And his AirPods. All right. They're dedicating the theater to Steve.
Should you have chat up?
I almost wonder if we should have tuned in like once they got to the part where they start talking about the products.
Maybe.
We've never done this before, so this is something kind of new. We've got people being like, we're late. No, we're not late. I mean, we were a little bit late. I had to get signed into Twitch. I had to set up a new iPad.
How do they get the lighting like that?
I don't know. It's freaking awesome.
Well, if you just have light going in this angle. Yeah, no, that's fine. And if that screen is like super far back.
I don't think it is though, because look, it's not that out of focus.
Well, it's also like a broadcast camera, so you don't really have that razor thin depth of field anyway.
Right. Are we out of focus, Max?
No.
One of these days.
Maybe.
Oh man, okay, he's still talking about Steve Jobs.
I thought this place was like already open.
The campus is open, but this is the first time that they're doing anything at the Steve Jobs Theater.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's not going to talk about products for a while.
No, I think they'll get on with it. They're usually pretty good at, like, they rehearse the crap out of these things. Like, he's probably got, like, his teleprompter being like, yo, don't let them clap for much longer, let's go. See?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Here we go, we're on topic.
Yep. No.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Caribbean or Caribbean?
I say Caribbean.
Okay.
Based on the commercials that say Caribbean Cruise.
All right, but it's Pirates of the Caribbean?
That's just wrong, though.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, yeah, Pirates
Okay.
of the Caribbean. I'm not actually sure which one's correct. I'm just assuming that Hollywood is wrong, and the commercials advertising a cruise is right.
I see. So we've got a lot of people requesting a video feed, but I'm pretty sure that we are not allowed to rebroadcast it. So the deal is that unless you own an Apple device, you actually have to wait until after their live stream. People are like, it's not loading on Edge. Yeah, so this is so funny that like our viewers would not be familiar with how to watch an Apple event, because I actually was floored, I think about 2 years ago when I tried to watch my first live Apple event, and I was like, oh, I don't have a Mac, I don't have
Okay, so I didn't know that.
an iPhone.
I just watched it on my iPhone.
Yep.
That did not real. How do you buy the new iPhone if you don't know it's coming out?
Oh, no, apparently it's on YouTube. But it
Ah,
only
there
works
you
in
go.
Edge. Oh. There you go. Okay, so that's new.
Edge? Why Edge?
I don't know. There's a handful of things that...
Oh, what's Safari?
Sorry?
Wait, hold on. Does that work?
No, Safari's not on PC anymore. I think you can still install like an ancient version, but it's not being updated. How did he manage to go from talking about something important like the hurricane to talking about Apple's new campus again?
Well, there's a hurricane. Hurricane comes from the sea. Now he's talking about the sea of asphalt. Segways. Master of segways.
Okay. Apple Park has a lot of nature.
Are you just pressing buttons?
No, I think I saw this before. I think the buttons on this iPad are kind of foobar. Apple Park is powered
Wow.
by renewable energy.
That's kind of impressive, actually.
Yeah, none of this is news though.
Why aren't we 100% renewable?
It would be actually really difficult to power this place with solar, because all of you people like don't turn off your monitors and crap at night.
That
doesn't help.
and we don't get much sun
That
most
too.
of the year.
Okay, they're gonna have a showroom at Apple Park. Wow, 10 minutes. 10 minutes in we are. Okay. I hate it when they talk about their amazing new headquarters, because it makes me feel bad about ours.
Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. Why can't our places look like that?
Okay, well that's a retail store for one
Yeah,
thing.
well, I want it to look like that anyway.
We had talked at one point about doing something with like a retail-y looking space. No, never mind. That wasn't with you. I was talking to Luke about a float plane thing. We thought it would be kind of cool to have, like, when Float Plane Media gets its own headquarters, I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a place where the developers can experience Float Plane as though they were a customer. So it would be like a retail 2.0 kind of like store where all the devices are and you can like try them. And that way, if we have like a buggy experience on certain devices, you can experience it like a customer would, and you can like get mad like a customer would. Oh, we don't call them stores anymore.
Wait,
we call
what?
them town squares.
Okay, that's dumb.
Holy crap, the smug look on her face when she declares that they don't call them Apple stores. They call them town squares because they're gathering places.
Okay, so if you go to a store, are you supposed to talk to the other people there? Because I never do that. What? Oh, goddammit. He needs to talk to me.
Town squares.
Someone shoots thing with her upstairs like throughout the day. Throughout the day? Yeah, she like someone just be going back and forth and checking with them constantly. So we either move the build guide, not doing James, or
We think of Apple retail as Apple's largest products. Now I remember why I don't tune into these things live, because we are 12 minutes in. And so far, they've talked about the amazing design of their theater. There were a couple words on the natural disasters in the southeastern United States and the Caribbean. Then they talked about the amazing design of their new headquarters. And now they're talking about the amazing design of their new stores.
that's what she said though. Because they're working on this for the next 3 days.
I mean, you got... Okay. She just said relaxed cervix. That was awesome. She said relaxed cervix. She meant to say services.
Oh, seriously?
I gotta give her credit
it's
though.
embarrassing.
She plowed right through that cervix. She didn't stop
wonder if
for
she,
one moment.
I wonder if she realized.
Oh, I think she did, because she was like, cervix service experience.
That's, yeah, no, she seems pretty cool.
Okay. Okay, so I want to hear from the Twitch chat. Do you guys go to an Apple store and talk to other people there?
No, hey, whoa. Apple Town Square.
Sorry, Apple Town Square.
I talk to the salespeople. I go there and be like, hey, what's up?
Oh my
we
god.
just socialize a bit.
Okay,
and then I buy things.
We've got a whole lot of F no. Wait, come on. Is she selling me the... Is she selling us on people coming into an Apple store to get started learning to code? Is that the sales pitch that I just heard?
Huh, okay. Hey, well, that's pretty cool. If that's what they're doing, that's pretty cool.
The reality is you have 90 days to return that if you don't.
Okay, so they have a new position in the Apple Store called Creative Pro. This is good. Okay, so the Creative Pro is to liberal arts what the genius is to technology. So someone not being paid very much, who...
I'm sure they're paid pretty well. Okay. Retail level.
I gotta give them credit though. They do think outside the box in terms of retail stores. So I don't know if some of you guys realize this, but the store I used to work at has been going through a round of store closures. They closed all of their Ontario stores. They've been externally visibly suffering. And, it's a chicken and egg thing, I guess. I don't think they would have had the resources to, do tutorial sessions. With that said, I actually did lead a how to build your own computer tutorial thing once. But
okay, no, this actually makes town squares sound possible, or like reasonable. If people are like coming in for tutorials, people can network there afterwards or like beforehand. This is a thing.
It's still incredibly pretentious to call it a town square.
Yes, but maybe that's what it becomes. I mean, do you know of a town square here?
Holy crap, they are spending a lot of money on this.
I think they can actually make town squares in like different places. Like, where else do you really congregate?
Badminton center? So I guess it's a matter of, so your point was that a town square doesn't exist, and I guess my point is that maybe from the sort of the people I want to network with are the other Apple zombies perspective, it doesn't. So there you go. You're in good shape now, but other people had places to.
Okay, so the other places that people would congregate these days are the mall, right? And most Apple stores are at a mall. This kind of filters out the people who you would hang out with, and it incentivizes people to actually talk to each other. So I actually really like this idea, because you talk to other professionals or people who want to be creative.
All right. So, summary of the Apple Town Square. Probably a very good idea. Apple manages to make it sound really smug and condescending. So, okay. About par for the course, then.
I think you're confusing smug and, well, no, just smug with confident.
I think
and
that
competent.
You know, if I get a chance to go to one of their cervix centers, I will. All right. Tim Cook, proud of the Apple retail team. Best place to go experience the new products. Okay, products at 10:18. Okay, we get a new watch.
That's not really news. Have you kept up with it?
No.
I can take a SIM card now.
Oh,
Supposedly.
okay. So in typical Apple fashion, instead of giving me better battery life, they're cramming more crap into it.
Yes. Although, like, they might have a better battery anyway.
Oh, we're finally getting some... Oh, wow.
What?
Okay, 50% year-over-year growth since the Series 2 for Apple Watch. When Apple's actually impressed with how well sales are going, they give you actual units. Because okay, apparently they are the #1 watch in the world. That shouldn't surprise me that much. I do have to wonder though, like if the way they're counting this is a little bit unfair. Kind of like how Honda loves to talk about how the Civic is the best-selling car in Canada for 20 years. But they ignore the fact that there's a Civic DX and Civic Si and regular Civic. I don't know.
I think those numbers have to be a bit fudged because think of like it's all the cheap watches.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where like Honda, by combining all of their Civics...
Well, they don't have that many Apple Watches.
No, but my point is that all of those other brands
They're
that they're
split up
comparing
into like
against,
all different models. I imagine that's what's happening because like Casio alone should be pretty big.
You would think Casio sells a handful of watches. It's possible that it's...
Or a wristful.
And like I don't... It's not clear to me if it's top by revenue or top by unit volume. Like they've been really cagey about Apple Watch sales numbers in general. Okay.
What are they reading?
I was a scrawny, sports-hating kid who never liked being active. So this is a sales pitch for how the Apple Watch makes you healthier. Honestly, there's few things that piss me off more than selling things to people based on that it's gonna, like, make them healthier.
Okay, so this is actually a real thing. The whole activity ring thing, it just reminds you every now and then, and you can see your progress, and it just makes it really easy to have an achievement to to strive for. Even though it's like kind of a stupid benchmark, it's like, hey, my rings are closing. I can do this extra little bit of exercise.
Okay, when's the
it.
last time you did an extra little bit of whatever to finish the rings? Also, the rings are so inaccurate.
They are. Last time.
So meaningless. I have a Series 1, mind you. But, like, I use it still, even though I don't like it. Because using Android Wear on the iPhone... Is this
Maybe
guy...
he wouldn't have crashed his car if he wasn't reading that letter. No, that's actually cool, too, the whole SOS thing. Because you can be like, SOS.
My Apple Watch saved my life.
Okay, have you never, like, pressed the buttons and seen that SOS function? It's actually a thing.
Yeah, I know about the SOS function.
It's kind of cool.
I guess I'm just not that, I'm still not that impressed by the product. I still think they're going in kind of a stupid direction with it, but... Look.
I love the Apple Watch.
Here's the thing. I am not going to stand here and tell you I don't believe in smartwatches. You guys have probably seen over the last 3-4 years 90+% of the time I've got a smartwatch on my wrist. I just hate it when companies take an edge case, like someone who used the heart rate monitor to detect some kind of irregularity and it saved their life, and turn that into this like super heart-wrenching emotional sales pitch for something that's really not that unusual. Like pretty much every smartwatch has a lot of these same monitoring features.
But they're not as good or as pretty. Emphasis on the pretty.
Are we really 25 minutes into this stream and still on the first product?
Oh, okay, so back to the rings thing.
Yeah.
I don't do a bit of extra exercise to close my rings, because I just close them just by doing my things, because I have low standards. But it makes me feel good.
Okay.
You know, at the end of the day, it'll be like, oh, congratulations.
Okay,
and I go,
but
hey.
This is the usual Apple bullcrap, where they have the ad where they're like, the iPhone unlocks your creativity. Take all these pictures. Connect with your family. And then, you know, 6 months after you get it, you realize you've FaceTimed twice and your pictures still suck because you don't know anything about composition.
I use FaceTime pretty often. So,
okay. I'm not... Okay. All right, okay. You use FaceTime specifically, or you use Hangouts?
I use FaceTime.
Skype?
I use FaceTime because the people I want to FaceTime also use iPhones. Because
You really do sound like an Apple zombie
because
right
pretty
now.
girls use iPhones.
People think you're trolling about being an Apple fan. What? He
iPhone,
bought this with his own money,
watch,
with his own money,
AirPods.
with his own money. He even asked me, okay, sorry, I'm missing this Apple Watch crap because I frankly don't really care that much. This freaking guy messages me and he's like, okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but last year for our Christmas bonus, we gave everyone in the company a razor blade. This guy messages me in the middle of the night on a weekend or something, and he's like, hey, so I was thinking I might get a MacBook Pro. Are we allowed to sell our blades? That's right. He wanted to sell his razor blade.
Okay, Luke wants to sell his blade and get a MacBook too. Although he wants to install Linux on it, I just want to keep the original OS. And I just want to get it because it's pretty. And I can go to a Starbucks and not look at a place.
I'm just trying to back up your Apple fanaticism for the people who don't believe that you're actually an Apple fan. Okay, so if the Apple Watch can actually detect arrhythmia, that's really great. That's good. I'm not saying that the smartwatch is bad. The Apple Heart Study. Okay, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe if I was paying attention.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe if you weren't just hating on Apple this entire time, you'd hear what he's saying.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So that's really cool.
Mind do that now?
I still wish the screen was always on. I will actually buy another Apple Watch once the screen's always on. If that's like their kicker at the end of this thing, then fine, I'll update the Series 1. Because honestly, that's the thing that I dislike about the Apple Watch, is that they're too busy making it a computer, and they've lost track of that it's supposed to be a watch. Oh, watch faces with Toy Story characters?
Okay, so the whole
there a new Toy
watch
Story
face
coming?
thing is really dumb. It's like, why can't I just make my own watch face?
I just use the stupid, which one do you use?
Yep. That one?
I use a slightly different one, I think.
I like
forget
this one
what
because it's
called.
modular.
It's
so
the
you can,
color
like, change
changey one.
things. Color changey.
Yeah, the one you can change the color on.
You can change the color on, like, most of them.
I don't know. Here, what are the other ones?
Maybe it's color?
Oh, maybe it is modular, but I just haven't changed it. Yeah, it's modular, but I just never updated it. Because I don't care. Like, I don't change ringtones any... I've gotten old. Like, I don't change ringtones. I don't change backgrounds. Like, whatever my product ships with, that's what I end up with. That was their introduction for the Series 3? That told us nothing.
It's more waterproof.
Cellular. It's cellular. It's got cell walls, baby. It's got nucleuses. Nuclei.
I think it's nuclei. Okay, so the always on thing. I don't miss that from my watch. I used to have the LG G Watch R, and that was always on. But this works so well that I really don't miss the always on.
Well, maybe you're like a less rude person than me, because I often want to know what time it is in the
Without,
middle of like a meeting or like a...
Just go, oh, it works.
I can see this SIM slot on here basically changing the game for the Apple Watch, though. Because right now, like, I've been trying to figure this out for quite some time. Where do women store their phones?
Purses.
Exactly. What if they don't want to carry a purse?
Back pocket?
Back pocket? That's how you bend your iPhone 6.
I've had an iPhone since I was 18 and not once have I bent it.
I actually just bent my iPhone 6 by accident. I pulled
Was
it
it in
out.
your pocket?
I pulled it out of my backpack after a trip, and it went full bend gate on me. I had to like bend it back, and the where the screen joins the frame is like rippled out now and stuff. So I actually have experienced, and of course I'm
Okay,
well
but
past my warranty now.
You put your phone in your backpack. That's
yeah,
kind
but
of terrible.
it was next to another phone that didn't bend, so there's that.
Yeah, there's that.
So what I'm guessing is they're gonna announce plans with some of the mobile carriers in the States that are like a cheap or next to nothing additional SIM. Very interesting. So anyway, back to the whole sort of how do you carry your phone thing. If people don't want a purse, then this is like the answer.
Okay, but who's not going to carry a purse? Because
Lots of people.
you still need to carry your wallet.
No, because it's an Apple Watch, so you just use Apple Pay, right? So that's Apple's vision for the future, is they're trying to replace the phone.
But you still can't replace that. You got your ID, probably keys. Where are you going to keep your keys? Probably in your
Well, no,
purse.
because you should just have a smart lock on your house.
I don't think they have that yet.
What? Like NFC-based, like,
No, them.
frickin'... Oh, yeah, matter of time, though. Matter of time. They might have, like, a proximity thing. Also, you could just have a combo lock on your door. All right, so it's better Wi-Fi, more power
50%.
efficient, barometric altimeter. I don't know what it is, but, like,
Do I have
we
that?
cannot get that camera in focus. It's almost like this distance that it is from us is, like, exactly, like, impossible to focus on it for some reason. Like, I've tried. It's really hard.
It's the gravity. Gravity here is a bit higher.
If they give me always on screen, then I'll care.
You don't need always on.
You do. It's
Just look at the time.
stupid.
It's fine.
It's so stupid. Don't call it a watch if it's not a watch.
It's a watch. It's just only a watch when you need it to be a watch.
I can't believe he got a laugh for that joke.
You're just salty that people don't laugh at your jokes.
Lots of people laugh at my jokes. That's pretty cool. The display's the antenna.
Is it like the same
Oh,
dimensions?
are they going to announce a new SIM card form factor?
No.
Oh,
No.
they've been pushing for integrated SIM for a long time, is my understanding. I wonder if iPhone 8's going to have it too, or Edition, or whatever they're calling it.
X? 10?
Okay, so it's the same size as Series 2. Neat.
Mhm.
I forget if I had Yvonne try the Apple Watch or not. Oh, they're cheating a little bit here.
Yeah. So
it's magical.
The metal bit.
It only took them 33 minutes to say magical. It's magical that we bulged the back a little.
I feel like they should just ban that word from their presentations. No more magical.
I think so too. Oh, that's funny. So, I think, what do they call it? The crystal? Can you take your watch off for a sec? So what do they call this? The crystal on the back? I think the crystal bump is going to be the new camera bump, you know? Where it just, like, they're going to add, like, more sensors and crap, and it's just going to kind of stick out. They're going to be like, but it's in the same case. I hate these scripted conversations.
Scripted? What are you talking about? She's out on the water.
That doesn't mean that it's not scripted, smart guy.
This is spontaneous.
Yeah, this is so spontaneous with a camera crew next to me.
She's just that important.
I can't believe he just said that. That's so un-Apple.
What? Something going awry?
Yeah, no, something going awry is pretty Apple. But, like, they generally don't acknowledge, like, that they can make mistakes. That's their whole image, is, like, perfection.
Okay, one, they didn't say they would make the mistake. Maybe it would be nature.
I guess that's true. Okay, Ultimate Chunk says, I hate scripted conversation. 95% of videos use a teleprompter. Okay, those aren't scripted conversations necessarily. Okay. And for another, reading off a script is more of a skill than you guys might give it credit for. There's reading off a script, and then there's reading off a script well. And something about scripted conversations between people make even good presenters just completely fall off the rails. That's a thing. So
someone was saying that the earpiece here is stupid, but the Apple AirPods are the first like headphones that I've had random people just come up to me and be like, "Hey, that's really cool. How do you like it?" Like,
you're officially cult of Apple. You know that, right? The fact that you care that people admire your Apple crap. That looks like a nice new band that doesn't dry very quickly. That does look like a really cool band. And that makes your wrist all soggy.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, but do you like swim or anything? Do you bathe children?
No, I guess I don't. That would be weird if I bathed children.
Yeah, a little.
I'm gonna get that watch band.
You're gonna get the watch or the band?
Band, both.
You're gonna upgrade to the.
Get that.
You're seriously gonna upgrade your Apple Watch?
No.
Why?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Then this is a valuable conversation. Why not?
One, this was expensive. It seems like the only thing they're really changing.
That's the first thing you've said today. That's the first thing you've said today that doesn't sound like an Apple zombie.
Hold on,
you acknowledge that it's expensive.
Arsenic-free display glass. Boom. Buying it.
Oh, mercury-free is not a new thing. Why does he show us the slide for like 2 seconds and then punch into him going like this? Okay, there we go. What do you mean swim-proof? I thought this one was already waterproof.
It's more waterproof.
I don't know. Realistically, I take the Series 1 swimming all the time anyway. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, even the Zero.
Or no, I have a Zero. I have the original
Oh, okay,
one.
you have the Zero. Okay. Yeah, it's waterproof enough.
70 bucks for cellular.
Interesting.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
and it's
a good price.
$249 for Series 1. Wait, so hold on. There's 3 generations already. This is 4?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know there was a Zero.
There's
anymore.
Zero, which was the original one. Series 1 is this one. Series 2 has like a sapphire screen and more waterproof and GPS, I think.
Okay, so that would just be too expensive to cut down to $249,
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. Bell and Telus. Nice. Are you on the influencer Telus
Yeah.
plan? Okay. So there'll be support for the Apple Watch that you're not going to buy.
No.
Cool.
So same thing with the LG G Watch R and like not upgrading to any of the new LG watches.
Yeah.
It was just good enough.
Yeah.
I don't need anything more.
I think that's the biggest thing for me is that in spite of the sales pitch, I feel like the reason we haven't done a lot of wearables, like especially smartwatches, we haven't done a lot of coverage of them, is that I haven't really felt like they needed to improve much since like the Pebble. I just need notifications on my wrist. Okay,
They did.
Pebble needed a color screen, yes. And we still need an always-on display, which they didn't
Okay,
acknowledge
yeah.
because whatever. I'm sure they're going to declare it to be the most revolutionary feature ever once they finally do it.
Yeah, I'll say I don't need the always on, but it would be cool to have.
If the Apple Watch had always on, then I would say it's as good as a smartwatch needs to be. I mean, there are still things that I'd personally like to have. I'd love to have some hardware buttons. Track skipping is, no, like for music control. Because that's the second biggest thing that I do with my smartwatch. So first and foremost is notifications, deciding if I need to take out my phone. And then number 2 is media control. So that was one thing that I really missed about the Pebble, was through like my bike jacket, being able to change a track.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Actually, I still have a Pebble that I've been meaning to just permanently like wire up a battery bank just off my like bike battery or
interesting.
something.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then just have, because there's no reason you couldn't pair both, and the Pebble app still exists. So I actually have like a couple of them lying around, and then I could just like put it on my handlebar.
Well, if you were using the AirPods, you can just double tap the AirPod and say next track.
In-ear, even slim in-ears don't fit well inside a helmet. It's
Okay.
uncomfortable.
Do you have like the speakers in your helmet?
I used to. I broke them, unfortunately, but I have some new ones on order, actually. I've been meaning to get some forever. Oh, Apple TV. This is what they do. They drag out all the stuff that nobody cares about.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, that's the only way to get people to watch that segment, to put it in between the things that people want.
They just got an Emmy for Apple TV.
You can win an Emmy for this? What's an Emmy
What?
for?
They got an Emmy for Siri making it easier to interact with your content? Are you freaking kidding me? Holy crap.
There's an echo?
What echo? I haven't changed anything. No. Oh, they're talking about the Amazon. Okay. Why don't they just give an Emmy to everyone with voice interaction? LG has it, Samsung has it, Amazon has it,
Well,
Chromecast has
Apple
it.
did it better.
Sorry, what are they talking about? TVs now? Oh, Apple TV has 4K and HDR support. Okay. This will bring cinematic quality to virtually everything you watch. Come on! Shh. Apple TV 4K! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! This is... How many years late is this? Two key technologies. Hold on. Let me guess. Siri,
I can't hear him!
and it's gonna have a battery, a barometer, a SIM card. It's incredible. Two big advancements. A SIM card. No, 4K. All right, damn. This is an image in 4K.
Okay, this is kind of dumb.
You know, it's
Is that really the big thing here?
It's
4K?
interesting to me. Think about this, okay? And like, I'm not one of the biggest. I thought it was
That's
gonna.
kinda
I
big,
thought it
though.
was gonna be cellular. HDR. Okay. So I'm really frustrated because I'm not one of the, like, not in Jobs' Apple people. Like, I think a lot of people deify Jobs in a way that doesn't really make a ton of sense. But I don't think Jobs' Apple would have talked about 4K. I think they would have called it Retina. I'm serious. They would have made their, instead of just using the industry's buzzword, they would have created their own revolutionary word.
Yeah, that felt really weird because 4K has been in the market for so long. It's like they're admitting that they've been behind this entire time.
Yeah.
Whereas if they just made it their own thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a new thing. It's dumb.
What they would have done was they would have said this Apple TV has, you know, frickin' Apple Vision or whatever, and they would have said you can connect it to any TV, a 4K one, a 1080 one, an HDR one, and it will give you the best image you've ever seen. Like, that would have been the way they would have done it. Now we've got some lame stock footage that's 4K.
I don't really get these presentations for streams because we're bottlenecked by whatever device we're using.
Yep. And the other thing that's really frustrating to me about Apple's sales pitch for HDR here is that they're using the same stupid gimmick that everyone else does, because inherently you have to. HDR cannot be experienced over my iPad, over a camera pointed at their screen in the Steve Jobs
Did you
Theater.
not see that picture?
I did.
That difference
but
was very obvious.
No, here's the problem. In our Is 4K Blu-ray Worth It video, we covered this in, I think we actually covered this fairly well. And we talked about how the difference between HDR and non-HDR content, right now especially, seems to be as much in the master as it is in the actual higher dynamic range of the content itself. So a lot of the HDR content out there right now either doesn't look any better at all or only looks better because it's mastered differently. Like, we saw regular 1080 Blu-rays that looked as good or better than 4K HDR Blu-rays. So, I don't know.
Emerging technology.
It's
you
an
have
emerging
to let it mature first.
So
it's like
there's
3D or like 0 to 255.
So there's two issues here. One is Apple is way behind on the one visual fidelity implementation, which is not really true to Apple's form, to be way behind and just adopt something. Number two is HDR is not ready at all. And the other Apple thing to do is to wait around for something to be mature and build an ecosystem for it. So right now, I mean, Apple is not in a position, they don't even own Pixar anymore, do they? No, Disney owns Pixar now. So they're not in a position to even say, okay, here's this ecosystem we built. 4K is a really inconsistent experience, or HDR rather.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 4K
Hey,
movies at the same price
that's
as
pretty
HD
good
is
too.
cool, but the iTunes store is not a great place to get HD movies anyway.
Okay, so I don't think Apple is all that behind on 4K.
This is
because-
cool. They just upgraded movies you bought at 1080 to 4K HDR. That's really cool.
Do people actually buy movies on iTunes?
Presumably.
I thought everyone just streams now,
I buy Blu-rays and rip them.
which is legal. Yeah.
No,
No?
I
thought you
don't
could-
know. It's definitely against terms of
Gray
service.
area.
Yeah.
It's like ROMs. Hey, that's us.
Whoa, Canada! What are we getting again?
I don't know.
4K Netflix on the Apple TV, I think?
And HDR?
Yeah, so now, how do you get 4K Netflix now? Through your TV's app.
I don't have a TV.
Through, I believe, NVIDIA Shield can do it. Curiosity Stream is coming to Apple TV, so that's good. I have a really old Apple TV that I gave to my in-laws that you actually can't install apps on. I was like blown away. I was like, really? Because like I'd never really used it. I didn't really care about it. Okay, live sports. So the only reason to own a cable subscription at all anymore
Is gone.
is gone. So that's interesting. That's cool. Notification that that a game might be interesting to tune into right now. Anyway, sorry. So you can also watch on a KB Lake Intel. Oh yeah, that's another thing that only works in Edge. KB Lake Intel machine that's running Edge, and Apple TV. Okay, you can turn off score notifications, so that's neat.
Do you watch sports?
Not anymore. I follow it. Like I try and listen to like sports talk radio on the way to and from work, just so that when people are like, "Yo, man, you know, tight game last night," I'm like, yeah, it's a good thing they brought in Lule and he threw the ball really far and stuff. Like I like to know what people are talking about. Sports is such an important part of our culture that and I've watched enough sports and like I know the rules of sports, so it's okay. But no, I don't have time anymore. That's the funny thing about like a lot of this discussion that Apple does with like, here are all these lifestyle things. Here are all these things you can do in your free time that are like great and fun and cool. And I'm like, neat.
Done every time, okay.
These people all must like not be that busy. It's a good thing they didn't have him do the Apple Watch pitch.
Why?
Because he could rest the Apple Watch on his tummy and show it to us.
Christ.
Well, what? The whole sales pitch is the Apple Watch makes you in shape, right? Honestly, though, like companies like Apple, they care about stuff.
Okay.
Most of the people they parade around
hold
on stage are like not ripped, but like fit. You know?
You can't judge his fitness based on his body shape.
Yes, I can. I can. Maybe some people are stupid and can't.
You don't know if he can run a marathon or not.
So is this gaming on the Apple TV, or is someone finally going to succeed at a mobile processor-based console? Interesting. So what's cool about this is not necessarily that I think the Apple TV is going to take over living room gaming, but that it's going to legitimize stuff like NVIDIA Shield TV.
Buzzsaw in the background. Yes.
Oh my god! They want you to use the stupid touch remote to game. Okay, cool, so it's doomed. There'll be cool gaming experiences, but it'll be very different from, like, real games.
I wonder if, like, they'll let you use your phone or something.
Probably.
Or an iPad.
It's gotta be a matter of time.
That would be cool.
I mean, it's just Bluetooth, probably,
Yeah.
right? It's a funny thing, like, whenever I'm watching, like, a stream or, like, a presentation about a game, stuff that I am able to accept because suspension of disbelief, like, while I'm playing a game, sounds so stupid when someone is matter-of-factly explaining to you. So this is where the spirit comes out of the stone and grants the gift of whatever to our hero. And I'm like, oh man, this just sounds
That sounds really dumb.
So childish. Oh, let's go look at the creatures. Let's explore this world. And I'm like, okay, you know this is like just a TV screen, right? But like when I'm playing Oblivion or whatever, because that's the last time I had time to play an open world game, like of course I just like go for a walk in the woods, right? Yeah, see? Aphex 777. It's like explaining a joke. Like, ruined. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it.
Hold on, someone said
Oh.
fat shaming.
I'm not fat shaming. I'm just saying that if the whole sales pitch is that this device makes you in good shape, then
Hey,
he
again,
probably
you
shouldn't
can't-
be the one to present it.
You can't assume he's not in good shape
Yes,
just
I can.
because of the extra bit of fat he has
I
on
actually
his body.
can. Because you can, okay, so I don't know if you know this. Maybe this isn't common knowledge, but your intestines and your liver and like all that crap that's in your abdomen is like really big, like huge. So that's why, you know, when you're starving, you actually get like a distended stomach because your body doesn't have the nutrients it needs to build muscle because your abdominal wall is what holds that stuff in. So what it indicates is low muscle tone. That's all I'm saying. That's how it is.
Fat shaming.
No, it's not. He shouldn't be ashamed. I just think that if he had volunteered to be the one to present the Apple Watch, they'd have been like, no. $200, eh? What do you need 64 gigs on an Apple TV, though, for?
Downloading movies.
Why would you... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Like, if you're going to download 4K HDR videos, you need that space.
I guess so. I don't know how big those file sizes are. Wouldn't you be better off just streaming?
What if you don't have, like, the pipe for 4K HDR?
I can't believe they just called it Apple TV 4K.
Oh, this is the... What?
iPhone! They gave, what, 6 minutes left to do the iPhone? Does this run for an hour and a half? I'm being asked to stop mansplaining. Look, if it's just facts, it's
Sorry,
called
facts or
explaining. Facts. Cervixes. Okay, yes, Cookie, the iPhone's amazing. They're never going to invite me to one of these events. Like, if there was ever going to...
He's talking,
If there was
okay?
ever a chance before, it's over now. Here, just turn up your stupid volume. There, now you can listen to Cookie instead of me. Wow!
Magical again.
We got another magical! Okay, next time we do one of these, I don't drink, but we have to do shots every time they say magical.
Shots of what?
I don't know,
Water?
turpentine, because I don't want to hear it anymore. Okay, multi-touch. Oh, are we really gonna go through
We're doing
first
it
time-
because this is like...
the first time
this is
you
the
were
anniversary,
touching
right?
the software? Oh, touch me, software.
This is a very important product, okay? It's like the 10th anniversary of the iPhone, I think.
Okay, Retina display. We introduced FaceTime. Okay, iMessage did not change the way people communicate. It did change the way that cellular providers stopped being asshats about SMS charges. So I'll give them credit for that. He did not say rectal display. Let's focus on the things that people actually did screw up. Cervix.
Cervix.
Okay, cameras. Okay. Oh, man. Is this really a 90-minute stream? Because I have stuff to do today.
I think they still have to talk about the AirPods. Unless that's just like an unfounded rumor.
Apple Keynote. Your browser doesn't support live streaming of the event. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it doesn't say how long it is. Okay, huge iPhone news. Here we go. And it starts now. Thank you. Here it comes. Huge iPhone news. Oh, lordy, it's a book again. No, never mind. It's an iPhone. Did they really reuse the same shell for the 4th time?
Hold on.
Holy
Will you shut
shit.
up? This is very important.
Well, what, can you not see it? It's just music. They're not even, it's not even saying anything.
The music's
You need
very,
to dance
The
to
music
it.
is very
You
important
need
to the
to
whole
dance to it.
atmosphere.
Watch this. There, is that better? Do you need me to sing for you? Okay, there.
Okay, so
It's
the
an
iPhone
iPhone.
8, I'm pretty sure is like the same thing as this thing, but the 10 is supposed to be really different.
It's a huge step forward for iPhone. Okay.
Except that it looks exactly the same as the last one.
Why have they completely broken, like, the whole iPhone thing? Like, we got an iPhone, then we got an S, then we got a new body design. Now, instead of doing a 7S, we're just going to call it 8, and we're going to reuse the 6's body design again?
Hold on. They've improved on everything.
They said they improved on everything we love.
Maybe
They're
not,
not fixing any of the stuff we didn't like.
Okay.
Oh, there's glass on the back. What? What about Twitch chat?
I'll go back to Twitch.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Ed is sheep.
Silver, space gray, and gold. They're calling it gold, but it really looks pink.
Yeah, looks like rose gold. Maybe
Yeah.
he meant rose gold.
Yeah, okay. Aerospace grade aluminum, so, okay. 7-layer color process with a deeper strengthening layer, glass design reinforced by steel. They don't want bend gate again. Okay, cool. Okay, so they did change the body. I'll give them credit for that. Most durable ever in a smartphone. That's a bold claim, because Motorola did do that shatterproof screen. I think that was a couple years back, wasn't it? Like a year ago? Microscopically sealed for water and dust. And they're calling it Retina HD. Uh-huh. Oh, right, this is... Wait. Color accuracy, wide color gamut, 3D touch, true tone display. Okay. You know, the thing about Apple's accurate...
Someone's saying the other thing was plastic. The shatterproof glass thing is plastic.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair point. So basically, this will still be quite breakable. Got it. New stereo speakers that are louder. Okay. And more bass. Okay, sure. So this looks really iterative, actually.
It does. But that's what the 10 is for. The 10 is the revolutionary one.
Okay. Bionic. Okay.
Okay, why? Like, what's the clap for?
It sounds
what
like
are we clapping
Lego.
about?
I don't know. Okay. Wow, 6 core. So they went from 2 to, what did they did 3 in an iPad at one point. Okay, so this is a big little design. Cool. Interesting. So even the crappy cores are faster than A10. Wow. Wow. They are not slowing down on this whole mobile processors getting way, way faster every generation thing. If this thing's as fast as they're saying, it is going to crush
Everything.
everything. And their own GPU. That's incredible. I can't wait till NVIDIA gets their hands on this and tries to figure out how to sue them. Because, like, one of the challenges with creating a GPU isn't just figuring out how to make a GPU. It's figuring out how to make it without violating any of AMD or NVIDIA's patents. Okay, so new image processing. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. I wonder if we're going to get a good front-facing camera for a change.
I don't think so.
That's a funny thing to me because, like, FaceTime has been one of their big selling points for so long, and yet they don't give us non-crappy front-facing cameras. That would be a really revolutionary thing they could do. Because the only one who's done it so far was, what, HTC?
I think the bottleneck is still in the connection, right? Like, what's the point of having a really good front-facing camera if, like, the image that you're going to get on either side is
Because
just
the
poop?
better the starting image, the less the compression affects it.
But I think it's just so bad, connection-wise, that it's just gonna look
On
bad.
Wi-Fi, it's not.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And a lot of people, like, take selfies. Okay, so 12 megapixel dual cameras.
1.8, 2.8?
Cool. Okay. Images. Okay. Okay. Not the Golden Gate Bridge. Okay, more pictures. Okay. Oh,
Can you feel the fabric?
I can't feel the fabric. I can touch the software, though. I'm touching it. I'm touching the software right now. The thing that I hate about these pictures is they're like, yeah, they're untouched out of the camera. But the part that they ignore is that these are taken by professional photographers, in many cases with, like, a really nice setup around it. Like, camera people will be the first to tell you that it's not the tool. Like, it's not the camera that makes the picture. It's the lighting. So I'm looking forward to trying it in more real-world scenarios. Like, my kid's bedroom is very challenging to take pictures in.
My bedroom is also really challenging to take pictures in when I want to take pictures. There's not much light under the covers.
Okay. So they're talking about how hard it is to take a perfect portrait. Are you getting the new iPhone?
Not this one. The X.
Seriously? You're upgrading? Okay, portrait mode. Okay. They sense the scene, they create
Hey, hold on.
Depth map. Okay. Okay, so they're using phaco processing to simulate nice portrait lighting. Interesting.
What I want to know is if they're going to bring this into previous versions, or if it's like too hardware intensive.
They're saying it's based on the Bionic chip already, so
okay.
it's pretty clear it's not coming to iPhone 7 Plus.
Damn. Time to upgrade.
How often do you take portraits, Ed? This is the other thing that drives me crazy about Apple. Like, they're always selling, like, this creative process, and then it's like, what percentage of people actually are, like, taking portraits?
Well, think about it. With the new iPhone, do you really need that DSLR?
Well, I would argue that the vast majority of people never needed a DSLR, and I don't understand why they owned them. So there's that.
Yeah. Okay, well,
but again, it's the same sales pitch with the DSLR. Look at this great tool and all the amazing things you're going to create with it, except they won't.
Such a shill.
Highest quality video camera. Okay,
so what this does allow, though, is it bridges the gap. It makes the gap closer between, like, higher equipment and phones.
I guess for me, I'm just having a hard time figuring out... Wow, they put hardware video encoding in. So they can do faster frame rates now. That's cool. 4K 60 FPS.
That's not bad.
Mind you, I mean, it depends what it looks like. Like, a lot of cameras shoot or a lot of phones shoot 4K now, but it doesn't look good.
The iPhone's 4K is not bad. Not bad at all.
It's not great.
No, it's not bad.
Okay, 240 FPS. Wow, 1080 240. If that actually looks anywhere near as good as their 1080 does at a normal frame rate, that's going to be pretty impressive.
They didn't blow it up, though.
Yeah, I know.
That makes me really suspicious now.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, though, the camera has not been a great reason to upgrade for a few generations now. Like, Samsung's been pretty upfront that the image quality is really not getting a lot better from the 6 to the 7 to the 8. And honestly, going back to, like, I often end up using older devices just randomly if I, like, have to give all of my current gen devices to a shooter to do a bunch of B-roll and comparison shots. So it used to be that when I went back a generation or two, it was horrible. Now, like, I don't even really notice that much. Augmented reality, really? Even Apple's getting on board that fail train?
The biggest advances in camera tech between generations in phone have been autofocus, and that's actually been really big. From like the S6 to F7.
There's no
autofocus
hope,
was super
Brandon.
fast.
We're trying to adjust the focus again, apparently.
Really?
It's like impossible for some reason. I don't know why.
I think it's just because we move back and forth so much.
That could
Might
be part
just
of it.
need...
It looks like it's fine on here now. That was it's like pretty bad earlier.
I always get such a kick out of people who clearly don't play video games at all talking about video games. That's another one that's really like experience breaking for me.
Do you play games on your phone?
No.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
That's pretty cool. Real-time information.
I can see that.
Or wait, this is a game. Never mind. I thought this was at an actual game. Forget
I thought it was.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it
okay,
was,
okay.
Yeah, this is AR.
Right.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Constellations. All right, okay. Leave it to Apple to find a couple applications for AR that might actually matter. Most of the demos I've seen so far are so janky.
Games.
This is another funny thing, is you can tell when like non-gamers are talking about games, look how much he looks at his teleprompter. He's like... Whereas when they're talking about something like magical design, like it flows.
I think he was looking down right now because he has all that information about this guy that he has to present, and they're facts, so they have to be accurate.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're talking about magic, you have leeway, because it's magic.
See, this is like the lame-o AR.
This is really lame.
So this is tabletop gaming, except like... You don't use a table.
Does anyone play these?
I don't know. Well, right now there's only like... I know that Lenovo has that Tango phone. And then, I don't know who else has Tango support, if anyone. Allowing you to move in close. You know what? I could move in close in my RTS games an awful long time
by
ago.
zooming in,
It's
yeah.
called a mouse wheel. Like, I can't imagine this gaming experience. Like, holding a phone up like that. Like, even...
That's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it's not comfortable. What tactical advantage? Yeah.
So you're supposed to play like that?
So they're like, yeah, you can see better. Oh, wait, here, let me walk around this giant obstacle where I can't see things.
This is terrible. This is so cringy. Ugh. Like, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to invite people to your place and be like, hey, let's play around my table?
Oh man.
This is the worst.
Apparently
Stop.
the S8 works with Tango Core, which is like the light version. Oh. Yeah, I think that the constellation stuff and like, okay, real-time stats and information at a live sporting event would be freaking cool. Like, I mean, even something as stupid as like, I forget what game it was. Was it NHL 97 or 98 or something like that? It was like one of the most hated EA NHL games of all time because it had this long trail on the puck that looked really stupid. But if I'm sitting in the nosebleeds at a hockey game, I actually wouldn't mind having the puck highlighted.
The problem with that, though, is like the latency.
Okay, latency. And also then you're stuck watching the game through your phone when you're like sitting there live.
Yeah.
But like, okay, cool speeds and feeds I think would be neat. Like if it like pops up the goalie's save percentage in the game or whatever, like stuff that would be hard to track unless you're listening live to an announcer or something. Okay, wireless. Okay.
Yeah, there's a picture of AirPods.
Our beloved AirPods.
Love these.
And the Beats X. Why don't you get the Beats X?
Because people know what these are. When I walk around in the grocery store, people go,
Shut
oh,
up.
those look cool.
Oh, it finally has wireless charging.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's why they had the glass
Yeah.
back.
This is a simple thing. Why did it take so damn long? Okay, sorry. You know what, though? Honestly, especially now with USB Type-C, I don't actually have much of a compelling reason to use wireless charging. I don't like the extra heat. That's going to be neat.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, while I'm out and about, I can see it. But, like, at home, I haven't really found it that compelling.
Yeah.
Like, even some of the wireless charging advocates around here, like, remember Brandon had, like, a ton of wireless charging pucks and stuff. He just stopped using it when it destroyed his Nexus 5 battery. I mean, maybe that is what Apple's been trying to figure out for the last 4 years.
Okay, that's cool. That they're not using, like, proprietary technology.
I'm really glad. Okay. Okay, so what do we got? Audi, VW, Honda, Lexus.
Hyundai.
What else?
Bentley.
Oh, and it went away. Great.
IKEA.
Yeah, IKEA has charging crap
Yeah.
furniture.
Really expensive.
Yeah, I know. It's actually totally unreasonable. That would be a cool LTT video. Building
Furniture
your own
tech.
Qi charger furniture instead of buying one from IKEA. See if we can do it cheaper. That's actually a good idea. I'm going to put that down.
So with my iPhone versus like my S7, I've never really had a battery problem.
I know.
Like I don't. With my S7, I loved wireless charging because I would have to charge it. Like I would sit down at my desk, put it on my charger because I knew that the battery was gonna die at some point in the day. But the S7, it just goes all day. So I just plug it in when I go to bed. And the problem with wireless charging is that I can't use my phone while it's wirelessly charging.
Yeah.
Like I'll be in bed, plugged in, and watching Netflix or something, and that's fine.
Only two capacities. 64 and 256. That's really interesting. So they're
And
basically
there's no
going...
128.
Yeah, they're basically going person who installs apps and person who hoards data. I actually like that move.
Yeah, simpler.
So my whole thing with the Android versus iOS battery life thing, on the Plus, it's better. On the regular iPhone, though, my issue is that if you actually use it heavily, like if you do a lot of GPS in a day or you like do a lot of stuff, you're actually on your phone a lot, an Android device with a big fat battery in it will handle it way better. Whereas the iPhone, if you're actually using it lightly, you can actually get through multiple days. Whereas like with my app loadout, all my Android phones just drain. Like this iPad was sitting in the storage thing, and it was
it
still
still
at
had a
100%.
charge, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, of course. I mean, I plugged it in anyway, but last thing I want is for the entire point of this stream to be discussing Apple's event. Magical? Oh, I thought he was going to say magical. And magical. Oh, no. It's magical. The future of the smartphone.
Okay, so is this the 10?
Yeah. I don't think they're going to call it 10, though. Is that the rumor?
Like the X? iPhone X?
Oh, okay.
iPhone 10? What happened to the 9, though?
I don't know. You know, he tries so
getting
hard.
louder.
He tries so hard to, like, have an air of gravity about him, but he just doesn't pull it off.
No.
Like, to be clear, I'm not a Tim Cook hater at all, but he doesn't have the stage presence. Oh, come on now. Okay. It's shiny. That's really unfortunate. That camera bump is really sharp. I don't know, man.
I like that screen.
I don't know.
Except for that little bit.
I don't like the bump at the
Yeah.
or the cutout at the top. It looks really stupid.
It does look kind of stupid. I wonder what's there. The camera? Speaker?
Yeah, speaker and selfie camera. Yeah. Oh, they are calling it 10. Okay.
Does look pretty good though.
Come on back, Mr. Schiller. Shill it like nobody else can.
You have the S8, right?
Yeah. Not on me.
Oh.
Okay, so they've got the best screen to bezel ratio. One thing that I like that they've done is that they haven't gone quite to the edge. Rounded corners on screens, honestly, don't do much for me.
Like the edge?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't bother me. I just... Stainless steel, hey? Interesting. Water and dust resistant. It's funny they don't give us an IP rating on it, though, hey? Maybe they will in the spec sheet. Space gray and silver, that's it, hey? Pearlescence, okay.
Where's my pink? I want my pink!
Yeah. I'm a Bros Gold guy, too, so...
Rose gold. Love it.
Super Retina. Okay, they're becoming EVGA. Again, I don't think Jobs would have called it Super Retina. Super Retina.
That's pretty good, I gotta say. I'm not minding it too much anymore.
I wonder if that resolution was selected so that you can go... what is it? 2560 by 1080-ish?
14.
So is this ultra-wide?
Yeah, I didn't catch the resolution.
Yeah, I missed that. Or was it 21 something?
Yeah, 1080. Okay, people are like focusing on the whole resolution thing, but that's not what Retina was all about.
Yeah, that's really not the point. And like, I agree with the Retina marketing, to be clear. Brightness, wide color support, color accuracy. What was ever... So here's the thing. Apple's been so good at color accuracy for so long that, like, honestly, it doesn't make... Like, color accuracy on modern displays is more just about calibration than it is about display capability. I mean, HDR, yes, okay, that is tougher. But True Tone, okay. Super Retina. I can't believe they went EVGA. What are they going to call it, like Super Retina in 10 years?
Ultra
Plus?
Retina.
Ultra.
Okay, so color accuracy is actually still a big thing in phones because a lot of different manufacturers will actually have their own temperature range.
Okay, so they have tap to wake now. Okay.
That would be cool.
No home button is interesting.
Yeah, that's different. And I thought this was really cool. The whole touch thing. It's like click, click. When I first got the iPhone, I thought it was a button. I knew
Yeah.
nothing about the iPhone. I pressed it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's just a button. And when it was off, I was like, why isn't it clicking?
Okay, hold on. This is actually the important part. Once you do this, you'll know there's never been a better... Okay, sorry. See, that cut-off top bar looks so stupid.
Hold on.
See, here's the issue, is I actually have trouble with detection on the swipe up on the iPhone a lot.
Yeah, me too. I think might be intentional.
And this also really relies on you to be holding the phone at the very bottom in order to even reach that. Whereas like a lot of the apps I interact with sit in the middle of the screen. So I'm gonna have to shift my grip to swipe up from the bottom.
My grip's already like pretty close to the bottom.
But look at how slim the bezel is on the bottom. Are you bottom enough?
Yeah, that's true.
Why does he assume we have such asinine questions? Like,
Well, no.
how do you unlock? You tap it and you unlock it.
No, because you would use the
Ah, yes, the Touch ID.
Touch ID.
But really, we are so reliant on Touch ID at this point, we don't know how to unlock a phone without it. How do I unlock? How will I ever unlock this phone?
No, okay, no. Okay.
It's $1,000 paperweight.
Removing Touch ID is actually pretty big because I use Touch
I know.
ID for like Apple Pay.
To be clear, I love Touch ID. I'm just being an asshole.
It's
If
actually it's like 3D face.
If
recognition.
Mythbusters still existed, this would be their next episode. How to break this.
No, okay, so this is 3D face ID. So I don't think it just uses like, you know, a picture.
Let's see how well it works. Maybe it has a better front-facing camera.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, I want to buy this now.
You already wanted to buy it.
No, I just really want to buy this.
Okay. Wait, does it actually light up your face like that?
No,
okay.
because it's IR.
Okay. Okay, bunch of IR dots. And then it depth maps your face. You know what we have to do? We have to, like, encase my head.
To have like a Linus mask?
Yeah,
Or a
and
fake
see
Linus
if we
head?
can... See if we can fake it.
We should take a bunch of phones that have this like...
Will twins be
Unlocking
able to
thing.
unlock each other's phones? I wonder how accurate it is. Like, I'd love to test that as well.
We'd have to find identical twins.
That doesn't seem like it would be that hard.
Engine? Ah, he means engine. Okay.
I love it when they, like they have like a rehearsed laugh, like you could tell that he wasn't ready to be like, haha, yeah. And this is a big, like, he was reacting to nothing.
Yeah.
It's great. Okay. So it's a processor. Okay. So it's a dual core processor.
Is this related to the whole camera thing?
Yeah. This is just the kind of, so like basically it's going to be similar to a GPU. Fun to use. I hate it when they talk about how fun it is to unlock your phone.
Hold on.
Does she look like she's having fun? Yes. Yes, she does.
Yeah. Oh, she changed
Yeah.
drastically.
No, that's a thing.
I really like this actually. This is cool.
Okay. So if they're going to use this for payment and stuff though, do I have to like
Or okay, so
Okay,
you
so
have your
there's-
POS here, right?
Yeah.
You can go like this.
Yeah, but a lot of the time it's not positioned exactly like that.
Isn't it? For the most part, it is. Like at... No, it usually is. Because you can just insert your card or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can just be like this. Because you always have to use the pad anyway, right? So if you're just going to do this, you're already positioned properly.
Mm-hmm.
This makes a lot of sense. Oh, I like this.
Okay, so it won't unlock if you're looking away or your eyes are closed. That's interesting. Okay, Twitch chat has a good point. When you're driving, which theoretically you never look at your phone when you're driving, but being realistic, that happens in the real world.
I look at my phone to use maps.
I didn't know Touch ID was 1 in 50,000 for people to be able to unlock your phone. 1 in a million for Face ID. Okay, so they're not saying it's infallible. So an identical twin might. Okay.
I think they're gonna talk about twins. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's perfect.
Is that really faster than just holding up the phone with your finger on the sensor already, though?
Yeah, it's actually really awkward when I try to use it because there's not enough space between the POS and my phone for me to be like this.
Okay.
Do you use Apple Pay often?
No.
Okay, I do.
I don't really understand how it makes anything faster because there's already, like, the checkout experience is designed for there to be a bit of a lag while they, like, key stuff in for you to have your wallet, and then my card is right here, and then I just go like this. Like, it's one of those things where, like, it's cool, and I've used it a handful of times, and I was like, oh, that was cool. That was fun. But, like, I don't use a case on my phone, so I don't like just, like, putting my phone up against stuff, because any micro crap on it can scratch it.
It doesn't have to touch it, though.
Yeah, but what if I accidentally bump it?
Are you really worried about the germs from that?
Not germs. I'm worried about like a little piece of mineral dust or something on it that'll leave a scratch. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can get mineral scratches from like anything. It's just a really weird to obsess about.
Okay, and emojis. That's neat.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I want this. I send emojis to people, and this would be really cool. Just being like, ah.
Wow, that was actually the super most obnoxiousest example that I could possibly imagine.
I love it.
That they have a poop, though. Like, that is the last message that I would ever want to get when I'm, like, running late, and I already know that I'm, like, late. Everyone's saying the poop one will be the only one I use. OMG, the poop one. Poop. So did they call it iPhone 10 so that...
10th anniversary.
No, I know that. But, like, what are they going to do with the 9? Does this give them one more generation of this two-tiered approach where they have, like, a 9 and, like, a 10 Mark II or whatever?
I wonder if they'll even have a 10 Mark II. Maybe they'll just wait another 10 years. The iPhone 20.
Did he already screw up unlocking the phone? How will we ever unlock our phones?
Oh. I wonder if it was intentional. It's gotta be intentional.
I super doubt it. How will we back up our phones?
Probably intentional.
Or, not back up. How will we unlock them? Exiting an app couldn't be easier. See, the funny thing is they've had these gestures to control apps for the longest time. Like the multi-finger swipes and stuff on the iPad. I've never found them that intuitive, and look how long that animation is. Like, I feel like I'm going to be swiping, like, through a list of crap, and I'm going to, like, close apps. At least for the first bit. I'll probably get used to it, but, like... Video, unbelievable on Super Retina. It's like, oh no! Okay, so this is what I was getting at when I was asking about the slightly bigger than 1080.
Yeah, you thought maybe they would like crop it.
Maybe they would.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought too.
I thought maybe they'd pillar box it. That looks so dumb.
Really dumb. Oh, they should have cropped it. Why? It might be.
Oh yeah, the vacuum's off. Sorry guys.
Okay, I like that.
It's really easy.
Okay, so I really like the whole swiping thing on iPhone. I thought I would miss the back button from my Android phones. I don't. I just go boop.
You know, for me, okay, again, this might be my unique use case, but like I rarely go back to the last app I used. So, whoops, the double tap to be able to scroll through the Rolodex of stuff makes more sense for me, but then like going one, then the other, like I hate not being able to see where I'm driving.
They probably have a swipe for it.
Why does it wait for me to swipe? So this is a really big thing that actually pisses me off about Samsung's implementation of their touch sensor. Sometimes you just touch it, boom, and it goes right to your home screen. Other times, and I can't figure out quite what the pattern is. I haven't actually looked it up, so it's possible that it's relatively straightforward. But other times, you touch it, it doesn't do anything. Other times you touch it, and then it just hangs around. Oh, hurry up. Other times it just hangs around on a screen that I have to swipe away. Where like the phone is unlocked, but I have to swipe. Every single time I authenticate, I have authenticated. Why on earth would I want to stare at the lock screen at this point? Okay, face mesh, face mask. That's really good.
That's really cool, yeah.
That's solid.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's outstanding.
It's all actually very expected though. Like with the whole 3D face thing.
Yeah.
It's like... So what I want to see from this is like... the ability to save that tracking information to something and then import it into something like After Effects, Maya, or Cinema 4D. Because that would be amazing.
There's a more thing at the bottom. I wonder if you can save to something.
Like 3D tracking data. So, like DSLRs introduced the democratization of making videos.
Yeah.
I want this to...
Democratization of 3D animation?
Yeah, exactly, because that was always like a big hurdle there. It's a lot of work.
Right.
A lot of GPU processing. But this is easy.
Yeah.
Like imagine Pixar level animations from your phone.
Yeah, people are gonna love this.
Yeah. This is awesome. Democratization of mocap.
Okay.
They're really gonna tap into the furry market.
Okay. That's one way of looking at it. Okay. Okay. Pretty cool. I'll give them that. This is like, it's so funny that they build the most advanced phone ever.
And they do stupid shit.
Here we are, most excited about stupid emojis, and they knew that was going to be it, and they made that like half of the presentation. Brilliant. All right. I mean, okay, a lot of people are talking about cringing. I want to eat soap after seeing this. But like, what did you want? What was Samsung's big thing? OMG, it doesn't explode, it has a stylus, and it has optical image stabilization on both cameras. That was the Note pitch. Oh yeah, Bixby.
Bixby's the stupidest thing ever.
See, I didn't even say hi Bixby and it's activated.
Poop emojis are definitely better than Bixby.
I mean, to be clear, actually, there are Bixby fans out there already. A lot of people are saying they really like it. Okay, they've got dual optical image stabilization too. Okay.
How much is this?
I don't know. Get ready.
Yeah.
Like, prepare everything. Quad LED flash. All right.
I was saving up for a MacBook. I think I'll just buy this instead.
This, that camera bump looks so stupid though.
But is it like dumber than this?
No? Yeah, I think so. Because this is rounded. I like rounded better.
I like that better because this feels like they recognize that the bump is kind of dumb and they're trying to just like blend it in. Whereas this, they're like, the bump is there. There it is.
There it is to get caught on stuff though. Like, it's going to be harder to get in and out of your pocket of your skinny jeans, smart guy.
That's a really good point.
Terrible. Okay, new portrait lighting feature. Neat.
That's why you get the Apple leather case.
Okay. I really...
Are we back to AR?
Yeah, we're back to AR. Let's not talk about AR though. Let's talk about content on that weird dent in the screen. I don't know, man.
Why didn't they crop it?
I don't know,
That has
man.
to be a setting that you can just like tap and be like, crop.
Apple never lets you change like fundamental aspects of the experience like that. But like, I like having information in my top bar.
Yeah, why didn't they just keep that like there? Have info. Or like you can have your volume thing there. Or brightness, volume and brightness. That'd be awesome. Like you're missing out on stuff.
I know. It's kind of a bummer. Hey, blown away by the selfies. Here we go. Better selfie camera. Yeah, the A11 Bionic. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Are they really just did they really just put up the same slide?
I think this is the TLDR.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Real-time motion analysis while you're shooting video. See, even our streaming viewers are getting bored. We've dropped like 500 in the last bit. Yep, everyone's upset because it's all emojis.
Oh, battery life.
2 more hours than
What?
iPhone 7. They didn't talk about battery life of iPhone 8. That's interesting.
I think it's the same as iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. Okay, so he says iPhone 7. It's still
Okay.
less than the Plus, I guess.
This almost feels like they're just like trying to go too fast. Like, as much as I'm like bored because they're saying the same thing they just said, I almost wonder if they should have just done like a separate event for this thing.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's
Hey,
like
wait,
this.
what's the size of the iPhone 10?
Have we been watching this for almost 2 hours? I'm like hungry. I'm gonna get nothing done today.
I have to go back to set building.
Okay. Can you just like put your watch on top of your phone?
That would be cool. Okay, wait, hold on. What size is the iPhone 10? Oh! What's going on?
Okay, charging mat
Uh-huh.
with a beautiful
Uh-huh.
new interface.
Yes.
Series 3.
Okay.
Series 3, get wrecked. Get wrecked. Now you
Okay.
have to buy the
Yeah.
Series 3. Go buy the Series 3. And you can go buy a new case for your AirPods.
I'm doing it.
Shut up.
Yep, I'm doing it. Oh. Siri, I think you activated Siri.
I activate. Yeah, see, this is the problem with digital assistants. I did not say Siri.
Said shut up.
The more mad you get at them, the more they're like, "Can I help?" No.
Nope, this will change my life. Because
Air
right now
power.
I plug everything in like
Like
right
a
beside
chump.
my bed. Yeah.
Oh man. Air power.
Okay, that's kind of
That's cool.
That's a terrible name.
It's a really stupid name though. Wow. Like, what are they gonna call it when they actually have power over the air?
Power
Then-
over the air.
No, they're gonna call it super air power. Okay, and what do they add up to in terms of pricing? Here we go.
Next year.
Got an
So I can't get-
eyebrow in my mouth. It's an eyebrow hair. Okay. Wow, they can't get him to show up in person anymore? So, okay.
I thought that's what this whole event was about.
I hate that cutout.
I could easily crop it, and you wouldn't really even notice.
OLED panel. Folds, seamlessly combines. Okay. Okay. Getting rid of another button. We swipe. Oh, is it only one size? It looks really big.
This.
I don't think I'm gonna like it. Interesting. It's funny how they spin 2 hour better battery life than iPhone 7,
But not the Plus?
but they don't talk about the Plus.
That's what I was really worried about.
Yep. I wonder why they didn't just do the sizzle video first
Mm-hmm.
and then this. Oh man, it would kill me if I saw someone put my phone down next to a pool like that. It's micro scratches. It's like people
Yeah.
don't care. Okay.
Well, you know, with Apple Care Plus, you have 2 instances of cosmetic damage or accidental damage that you pay a premium for.
Did you buy Apple Care Plus?
Shut up.
Oh man. This is okay. Brainfly Wubs makes an interesting point. The bezel is still like very obviously there. Like I actually don't really get this whole communication about it being really seamless and you can't like this is not even close to like Infinity Edge display.
I think it might just be the feel. They're going for the feel.
And to be clear, again, I don't disagree with Apple's move here. I do tend to accidentally bump the Infinity Edge display when I'm reaching across it, and I will miss detections from time to time like that. But
So my plan is actually to smash my phone, get a
I'm
new
sure they're going to
refurbished one.
I'm sure they're going to be ready for that.
I'll pay the deductible, and then sell that to buy this. That's my plan.
Okay, camera's better. Oh no!
That's what I want to do when I play basketball with my friends. I want to see a T-Rex.
Yeah, that seems important. See, they had me with the emojis. Apparently Apple's stocks dropped after the face detection thing didn't work the first time.
Whatever.
People, like, overreact, man.
They
Was
do.
that Waz in the audience? Just then? Yeah, it was. Other people noticed too. I like was looking away from the screen. I only caught like a couple frames, but yeah. Okay. So, should we wait for the price, or are you just going to tell me what you're buying already because you don't care?
The price is very important.
Is it?
Yeah.
What if I told you it was 1,500 Canadian? Okay,
Oh,
so it's about
okay.
1,300 Canadian.
999 USD.
You don't have to. I just told you.
13 or 12.46 plus tax.
Plus conversion crappiness. It'll probably be $12.99. Okay.
That's quite a bit of money.
So iPhone SE stays. Honestly, iPhone 6s at $450 makes a ton of sense to me. Other than a little bit worse battery than the iPhone 7, what does it not have that matters? It has a slightly worse camera. It's still really good. It has the solid state button. Wait, no, it doesn't have... Does it have the solid state button?
The 8?
No, the 6S.
Oh.
No, it doesn't. So it still has a clicky button, but it has the 3D touch display, which... This is an interesting quote, because it was actually Gretzky repeating, I think, advice he had gotten from a coach or something like that. And, like, it's... No one knows the exact quote. Like, everyone paraphrases it. I was looking it up the other month, like a little while ago. Okay. They made a new app. I actually don't really care anymore. I've got sort of everything that I needed. Do you want to watch this?
Kind of. What are they doing?
This is screensavers, interactive screensavers,
Oh,
but I
that's
guess
dumb.
you move the phone around and the liquid reacts physically, which is pretty cool.
It's cool.
I'm
but,
just guessing.
Like, who does it?
I don't know. People care about stuff like the, parallax crap. Like, I always turn that stuff off. I don't really like it. And, like, live wallpapers? Yeah. Wait, that was the app?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
Is it
there's
like a
iPhone
music
10.
music visualization? Oh,
I don't
no.
think so.
I don't know what it did.
An ad. It was just an ad.
Oh, did they say ad? Oh, I thought it was an app. Well, okay.
Okay, so $1,500. Let's say.
Okay, all right.
With, like,
Okay, so let's...
AppleCare and AppleCare Plus.
Summary, what are you buying?
I am buying a
Yeah.
wireless charging case for the AirPods.
Okay. I bet that pad is going to be like $150.
Doing it.
We don't actually have the pricing yet for it, I don't think. But I bet it's $150.
Doing it.
Okay, you're doing it.
I might get the 10.
I bet this case is 50. I'm going to guess 50.
I'm gonna guess 79.
For the case?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Actually, you know what? Canadian, you're probably right. Okay, let's talk American dollars then. So I think the wireless charging mat is going to be 100.
100.
I think the case is going to be 50. So
I
you're...
guess like I think it'll be like 69ish.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Other
'Cause
people might
it's not
know.
just like a case; it's a battery too, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then you're going to buy the iPhone 10 at $1,000. So they've got you for. They've got you for what is it? So we agree they've got you for at least
I'm gonna say
$1,200 at this point.
U.S. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you getting the new 3rd generation watch?
Wait, hold on. No. Okay.
No new watch.
No new watch.
So you're willing to plug the watch into its separate wireless charger. You don't have to put the watch on the pad.
Well, you're not plugging it into the thing.
But you have to plug
on
that
the thing.
like 12-foot cable into the wall, and
Yes.
and you have to
Yeah.
coil it into a thing, and what a nightmare.
Yeah. Okay. So the iPhone 8 doesn't really seem like it's worth upgrading to from the 7 or 7 Plus. But the 10, that's pretty good. I like it. It's fancy.
Honestly, I think I'd be more likely to end up using an 8. Because I don't
Really?
like the size. I find Apple's...
Okay. Yeah, you use a regular 7.
Yeah.
I use the 7 Plus.
Apple's Plus form factor is just, it's unholdable to me. It's so
is.
slippery. And like, I don't think a stainless steel casing is going to make that any better.
That's why you get a D-brand skin.
That's true, and that's fair, but I still find it difficult to hold, even with like a carbon fiber D-brand skin. One thing I haven't tried yet is I have a dragon skin. I took off my, what was I using on this one before? I think it wasn't carbon fiber on this one. I had carbon fiber on the 6S. But I had something else on this one. Can't remember what it was. But I have a dragon skin to put on there. The dragon skin is really grippy. I haven't tried that yet, but I still think I'd have a really hard time with the bigger Plus form factor. What can I say? Plus size doesn't do it for me.
It's not too bad.
All right. Well, I'm obviously in for everything because I have to review this stuff. Except the watch. I'm not going to bother with the watch. I'm probably not going to buy the pad either. I think I can extrapolate the pad experience. It's like, okay, at night, I'll imagine that instead of plugging in this lightning cable, I am putting it down
so
on
wait,
the pad.
did they say what wireless technology they were going to use for the AirPod case? Because realistically, this is actually the only thing I want to be wireless, because I actually do hate plugging this one in.
Right.
Everything else is pretty, I don't care. But this is a pain in the butt.
People are saying it's not plus size.
Not plus size.
I think it's probably somewhere in between, based on
It's
seeing it in people's
5.8
hands.
screen, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't tell us much because it
Oh yeah, no.
doesn't have big
okay.
bezels and stuff. So it's
What size is the screen on that?
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
I don't. Yeah, I don't memorize phone spec sheets, unfortunately. A lot of people are like, I don't know. You know this. I'm not that huge of a phone guy, so
Yeah, between plus and normal.
yeah. So I'll see, and we'll go from there. I mean, I'll review it.
If
one
this
way or
is
another.
a Qi charger,
Apparently Apple's stock price is dropping. Let's bring it up.
time to buy into Apple.
Yeah,
Is
basically.
what that means.
Wow, really? People get so freaking like the panic button is just incredible. And like, okay, dropping like a brick means 0.64%. I mean, that kind of variability takes place from day to day all the time.
Yeah, it does. It's not even the lowest it's been.
Yeah, not to
in
mention like
recent.
it's still higher than
last year?
like any time outside of this year, like it's higher than it's historically ever been, pretty much. Like I wouldn't read too much into that. All right, well, hey, let us know in the Twitch chat if you guys liked this kind of live reaction stream. This is the kind of thing that we've never done before, but hey, maybe it'd be fun. Ed, thanks for jumping in last minute. Nick reminded me we were doing this yesterday, and I was like, oh, right, crap. He's like, who's your co-host? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring in an Apple fanboy. And we only have one of those on staff, so it was... Oh, we have two. We have an Apple fan
yeah.
girl as well. Not that I assumed anyone's genders. So it was going to be either Ed or Max, but yeah, people said they loved it, and so that's cool. Maybe we'll continue to do these kinds of things. I don't know, what we'll do with the.
There aren't that many of these.
Well, there are. Like Google does events and Samsung does events. Honestly,
Google's are huge though.
This-
they encompass lots of junk.
this was so much more fun for me than actually attending an event. Because this is basically what I was doing with Austin in the back of the Samsung Note 8 event anyway.
Okay.
It's like, like we
But
were.
now you can be as loud as you want.
Now I can be as loud as I want. I can hang out with all of these fine, gentle people, and I don't have to get on a plane.
Fire Ed.
It's great. Apparently, even my wife liked it. So there you go. Ed is awful.
Oh, wow.
Well, they just hate you because you know you're buying all this stuff.
Doesn't make any sense.
All right.
They're all good products.
So guys, we'll see you again next
Bye,
time.
Apple.
Then. This was a lot of fun. Shut up. Killing me here.